Old Fazion Love said Hollywood is over and says that Tubi will be bigger than Netflix. Am I right? Right message, wrong messenger. Now, Tubi is owned by Rupert Murdoch and Fox. So before I completely clown Fazion Love, he said this on Vlad, I think. He ain't completely wrong, but let me break it down why. Hollywood is over. Them days of those residuals and that type of thing is over. Like Vince Carter, it's over. It's over. Because you don't have nothing original coming out. They just regurgitate. I mean, when they got to come up and try to come up with cornballs, Sanford Son remakes, and Jeffersons and all the reboots, they don't want no new ideas. And it shows. And you don't have any original talent. And I think it was Anthony Mackie who said it best. He said they only want these actors for 5 years. They're not pushing new stars at their shows. Why you think Tom Cruise gonna still be hanging out doing Mission Impossible Part 99 when he's 98 years old? And then they're gonna be doing Equalizer Part 65 if he wants to at 91. I mean, because there ain't nothing new. That's why you got Michael B. Jordan coming along, and he's been around for a minute now, so you ain't pushing up a lot of fresh young crop because people don't care. And the days of that kind of acting is over. So he right. They don't make movies in Hollywood anymore. You can make things on your phone, go over somewhere else, create a backdrop. Let me go through all that. Now let me get to this other one. Will Tubi replace Netflix? Yeah, because people like Fazion Love. So if you're one of those people like myself who used to watch all the Stoney Jackson movies, the Master P movies, Nick Cannon movies, Vivica A. Fox movies, Ice-T movies, you know, the movies that will never get played in prime time, or they get paid at halftime or afternoon time, but you can, if you have a sleep problem at 2 or 3 in the morning, that's your happy hour. And that's what he gonna be on. So yeah, he got a comedy special, and I'm like, wow, Fazion, who would network? Or I say the Marcus Houston, Omarion, Chris Stokes Happy Hour for You Got Served Part 88, and all them movies they did. Tubi is like Player Magazine to Netflix's Playboy. Okay, that's pretty much the best way to describe it. Because there's tiers to this and there's quality to it. And anybody can get on Tubi time. I got running jokes about Tubi. But there will be a time what they're going to do. Why he can say this. Anything that's what's government cheese. So if it's basic and getting your feet wet, all these networks are the same, especially when it comes to black talent. They will always throw. Hollywood was like that too. When the so-called black exploitation, which wasn't no exploitation because it was movies that brought cash to Hollywood. They kept them afloat until Jaws hit. After the Godfather, black films was carrying Hollywood. They don't tell the truth. Same thing, just like Fox News did with Fox Network, with Martin and Live in Color. You remember New York Undercover. Remember all them shows, right, were happening. And then when they got whitewashed, they got that Info Network after The Simpsons. Because remember, the Bart Simpson first, it was a black thing. You remember that? But then when they got more mainstream lies, then they got less inclusive. And that's what they'll do with Tubi if it gets that point. But I do believe there will be something that comes along because the people are missing something to watch that's original. And you can find content creators on here. That's why the Tube and other social platforms run the game because they're tired of the same old tired network, stiff-neck jive turkeys who don't talk about nothing, don't bring nothing. So you want something original and fresh. So Fazion Love, right message, wrong messenger, because ain't nobody gonna break their neck where he's doing concern. But I will say this, he definitely brought up a legit point. They will use Tubi because Tubi's the hotbed right now. I clowned it for years because that was always where you has-beens and never was, you know, and where you just kind of go to just remember me, you know. But there will be a time when you actually get some people that are legit, that'll come through there and blow up. And when they do, then they will raise the rent. You know how it go. But he ain't off, but it's funny to hear him say, but it is true about Hollywood. They days is done. And, you know, because they not really pushing, they're not pushing nothing original. They pushing old tired turkeys and hoping facelifts and weaves and bad wigs and making remakes can somehow make people go, oh yeah, because they ain't got nothing. And that's the sad reality about the entertainment industry. All that technology, and they ain't got nothing new that can take you away from what you once saw, which was a standard. There ain't no standards no more. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.